Craig here from Your Tech. This gaming footage that you're about to see is running on a RTX 5080 and a 10900K. It is at ultra wide 1440p at ultra detail settings, and you will notice hitching, stuttering, really inconsistent frame timing. But why? Why is it running so poorly? And I can already hear you. I can hear every single one of you. You've got a CPU bottleneck. That's what I thought too, but I was wrong. I'm going to show you the culprit, and I'm going to show you why I'm having such a poor gaming experience and how to fix it. So why don't you come along with me and I'll show you how to sort this out. Whilst I was working this out, I went through a lot of different things that I thought was the culprit. First one was CPU bottleneck. I've upgraded to a 5080 and I'm still on 10th gen Intel. However, I game at quite a big resolution, ultra wide 1440p. So the CPU bottleneck, whilst there, shouldn't be that bad, and it shouldn't be causing such inconsistent frame timing. But I kept in my head that it was a CPU bottleneck. So I overclocked the crap out of the 10900K. And what happened? Absolutely nothing. If anything, it got a little bit worse. I managed to get a 5.2 gigahertz overclock on all cores on the 10900K, and it was somehow worse. So it's not a CPU bottleneck. I was like, right, okay, maybe my RAM's dying. Mem test, absolutely fine. Okay. What else could it be? Maybe my storage is dying. Maybe the SSD that Cyberpunk's installed on is dying. Error checked it, no issues. Checked the smart readout on it, no issues. This is weird. Maybe the CPU's overheating. Nope, CPU's not overheating. Maybe the GPU's overheating. Nope, GPU's not overheating. What on earth could be causing this? Maybe I need to verify the game files. Verified the game files. Nope, still happening. This is weird. I found all this out whilst filming the last video, which was the RTX 5080 video. So maybe I have got a bad card. Nope, not that either. I'll show you the culprit. The cooler. My Thermalright Elite Vision cooler. Now, at the time of finding this out, I was running, and the footage you have seen is running version 1.5.6 of Thermalright's control command software, TRCC software. That is the reason I'm getting such bad frame times, such bad gaming performance. And I want to shout out to the guy that commented on my Thermalright cooler video back in February, because they mentioned the TRCC software affecting gameplay. And I hadn't noticed it. I've upgraded the graphics card. Now that the CPU's having to work a little bit harder, it's causing me loads and loads of issues in games. So I reached out to Thermalright, and Thermalright suggested uninstalling and reinstalling the newer version, which is fair. However, I do have an issue with this as well. You can't upgrade the TRCC software in the app. You have a button to press to update, but it doesn't do anything. So yeah, not a problem. I will uninstall the TRCC software. I will reinstall the new version, give it a reboot, take away the overclocks, get it back to just XMP and ASUS's enable extreme performance or whatever it is. See if that fixes it. It is better, but it's still an issue, because if I close the TRCC software completely and then run the game, here's the difference in the benchmarks that I did for it. I tested 3 games. TRCC's 1.5.6 software, their 2.0.8 software, and without any of their software running. This is the results. So, as you can see, even with the new software, the 1% lows are still really bad. They're still causing inconsistent frame times. It's really disappointing. I love that cooler. It looks amazing. The cooling performance is absolutely bang on. But I'm probably gonna have to find some kind of replacement or just have a blank screen. And the problem is when you close the TRCC software, you get Chinese writing come up across the middle of it, and that's it. It's really disappointing. I want to premise this as well by saying I absolutely love Thermalright's coolers. They have got the best price to performance metrics on their coolers out of any cooling company. And they are fully showing every single person and every single distributor and company in the market is greedy. Because these guys are showing incredible performance for half or less money than their competition. Most of the coolers that I put in customer builds now are Thermalright, especially the tower coolers. They're Peerless Assassin and Peerless Assassin SE and all them tower coolers that Thermalright do are really, really impressive, especially for the money. And I was really impressed with this 360mm all-in-one liquid cooler, the Elite Vision. The video that I did on it, it came off really, really well. But they need to sort the software out. The TRCC software is causing such massive spikes in your CPU usage that it's actually affecting gameplay, and not by a small amount. Look at the benchmarks. Cyberpunk's 1% lows are over 2 times better when TRCC is off, from 1.5 to off. Over 2 times, from 29 frames a second to 68. That is not a small margin, that's massive. And even if you use the updated TRCC software against it being off, you're going from 36 frames a second to 68. So it's still a massive jump. That is not insignificant. Your 1% lows are the thing that makes it feel smooth. If your 1% lows are around 60, you've on the whole got a smooth gaming experience, especially in the kinds of games I'm testing. I've tested Cyberpunk, I've tested Doom Dark Ages and Oblivion Remaster, mainly because these are very graphically intensive games, but they're also very CPU heavy as well. If you have a Thermalright cooler with a screen and you've got the TRCC software installed, uninstall it. Or when you're using it for gaming, when you're using your computer for gaming, turn it off. If you've got a more modern CPU and you're using the TRCC software, because my CPU is old now. I haven't upgraded the platform yet. I'm on a 10900K. I should really upgrade the platform soon. But if you have got the TRCC software installed and you have a more modern CPU, a 7700X or a 9700X or one of the X3D chips from the 7000 or 9000, do a bit of testing. Have a gander. See what the difference is in your 1% lows with the TRCC software on and off. On the latest version, give Thermalright the benefit of the doubt and best foot forward and all that. But I'd love to know. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what kind of performance hit are you getting on a modern platform with the TRCC on and off. Because for me, it's a massive difference. And now I've got to uninstall the TRCC software and have a blank screen with Chinese writing across it. I know the aesthetics don't matter, but I like my rig looking all pretty and stuff. It looks nice. Spent a lot of money on it. I want it to look good. Yeah. That's it. That's my little rant over. I'm absolutely wounded. I love that cooler. And now I've either got to find a replacement, go to a tower cooler, or see if there's some workaround, maybe with Signal RGB or something, to be able to use the screen without using their software. But yeah, there we go. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your experiences down below. And thank you very much to the commenter that I remembered about from 6, 7, 8 months ago, so that I could actually check to see if the TRCC software was the reason I was getting the hitching, stuttering, and the poor frame times. Hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Bye!